It's always a shock when someone from our childhood TV memories passes away. That's exactly what happened with Malcolm-Jamal Warner, who so many of us remember as Theo Huxtable from The Cosby Show. News broke that Malcolm-Jamal tragically passed away while on vacation in Costa Rica. He was just 54 years old. When you first hear news like that, it doesn't really sink in right away. There's always a moment where you almost can't believe it's true. People all over the world started sharing memories, talking about their favorite moments from the show, and sending love to his family. The official reports say that Malcolm-Jamal's death was accidental. Apparently, he drowned while enjoying some time off with his loved ones. Even though he lived a life in the spotlight, the details around his passing have mostly been kept private by his family. You can really feel the respect people have for their privacy right now. The focus is on remembering the good times, not digging into the sad details. A lot of celebrities and fans have been posting tributes online, sharing stories about working with Malcolm-Jamal or just watching him on TV growing up. It's clear that he made a huge impact on a lot of people, both in the entertainment industry and outside of it. When someone like that is gone, it brings everyone together, even if it's just for a moment, to remember the laughter and the lessons they shared. What's made this even more emotional for a lot of people is thinking about his family. Malcolm-Jamal leaves behind his wife and young daughter, who must be going through so much right now. Losing a loved one is never easy, but losing a husband and a father so suddenly is especially heartbreaking. The outpouring of support and kindness from fans and friends shows just how much he meant to people. It's moments like these when you realize just how powerful those old TV shows were. They weren't just entertainment, they helped shape our childhoods, taught us lessons, and brought us together. And even though Malcolm-Jamal is gone, the memories and the influence he had will live on for a long time. It's a reminder to appreciate the people who've been a part of our lives, whether we knew them personally or just felt like we did through a screen. After the news of Malcolm-Jamal's passing, people naturally started talking about what would happen next. Everyone was waiting to hear about the funeral, wondering who would be there to say goodbye. Usually, when someone famous passes away, you expect to see a long list of celebrities and friends paying their respects. But this time, things took an unexpected turn that surprised a lot of fans. Word started to spread that Malcolm-Jamal's wife had made a really bold decision about his funeral. She apparently put together a list of certain celebrities who were not allowed to attend the service. This kind of thing doesn't happen often, so it caught a lot of people off guard. The story quickly made the rounds on social media, with people sharing their opinions and trying to figure out why she would take such a strong stand. There's a lot of talk about why these bans happened in the first place. Some people think it might have to do with personal issues that Malcolm-Jamal or his family had with certain individuals. Others believe it could be about standing up for certain values or protecting the peace during a very difficult time. When someone close to you passes away, the last thing you want is drama or negative energy, especially at something as important as a funeral. It's also worth noting that, even though the rumors are everywhere, the family hasn't shared all the details publicly. They're clearly trying to keep some things private, and honestly, you can't blame them for that. Dealing with loss is hard enough without everyone on the internet picking apart your every move. Still, people can't help but be curious about who was on that list and what led to those decisions. In times like this, it's easy for stories to get blown out of proportion. Sometimes rumors take on a life of their own, especially online. Whether or not every detail about the banned list is true, what really matters is that Malcolm-Jamal's family is doing what they think is best. At the end of the day, funerals are deeply personal, and families have every right to make whatever choices bring them the most comfort. Of course, with all the talk about banned celebrities, everyone wants to know who exactly got left off the guest list and why. Names have been flying around on social media, and people are speculating left and right. Some say it's because of old arguments or falling outs that never really got resolved. Others think it might be about people who just didn't vibe with Malcolm-Jamal or his family's values. Whatever the reasons, it's clear this wasn't a decision made lightly. It's also interesting how quickly these rumors spread. The internet moves fast, and before you know it, everyone's talking about a story, whether or not all the facts are out there. Some people are shocked by certain names being mentioned, especially if those folks were seen as close friends or longtime colleagues. But in reality, nobody really knows all the details except the family themselves. At the same time, there's been a lot of support for Malcolm-Jamal's wife and her decision. Many people online have said they totally understand wanting to keep the funeral peaceful and respectful. When you're dealing with so much grief, the last thing you need is any kind of negativity. Sometimes making a tough call like this is really about protecting your loved ones and honoring the memory of the person you lost in the way that feels right to you. But not everyone agrees, of course. Some fans, and even some of the rumored band celebrities, have spoken out, saying they were hurt or surprised by the news. It just goes to show how complicated these situations can get, especially when they play out in public. Emotions run high, and everyone thinks they know what's best. But at the end of the day, it's not their call to make. One thing is certain, this story has brought up a lot of conversations about boundaries and respect. It's got people thinking about how important it is to honor the wishes of the family, even if you don't understand every decision. Losing someone is never easy, and there's no right way to grieve or say goodbye. What matters most is that the family can find some peace during such a difficult time. As everything unfolds, it's clear that this moment is about more than just who gets to attend a funeral. It's about family, respect, and letting people grieve the way they need to. For Malcolm-Jamal's wife and daughter, this loss is deeply personal, and they're just trying to honor his memory in the way that feels right for them. Sometimes setting boundaries, even with famous people, can be a way to protect what matters most. The world outside might be buzzing with rumors and opinions, but inside, for those closest to Malcolm-Jamal, it's really just about finding comfort and saying goodbye. Funerals are never easy, and when you add public attention and online speculation, it only makes things harder. At the end of the day, everyone deserves the space to grieve in private, no matter how well known they are. This whole situation is also a reminder that even celebrities have the same struggles as everyone else. They have family drama, misunderstandings, and the need for closure just like anybody else. Sometimes being in the spotlight means those issues are just more public, but that doesn't mean they're any less real or painful. For fans, it's natural to feel curious about what's happening behind the scenes, but it's important to remember that the family's wishes come first. It's a time to focus on Malcolm-Jamal's legacy, the laughs he gave us, the stories he told, and the impact he had on so many lives. That's what truly matters, not who was or wasn't at his funeral. So as everyone says their goodbyes, both in private and online, the main thing is to send love and support to Malcolm-Jamal's family. Let's honor the life he lived, the joy he brought to so many, and respect the decisions made by those who knew him best. In the end, that's the most meaningful tribute any of us can give.